All right. So, greetings, family, and welcome to another episode of Unity and Solidarity TV. Today is Sunday, October 22nd, 2023. My name is Bakari Makeru, and I am your host. Today, I have the distinct pleasure to speak with two representatives from the United Haitian Council, namely Mr. Jackson Damberville and Ms. Odeline Masson, to discuss a number of issues unfolding in the beautiful island of Haiti, and specifically where it pertains to the foreign intervention. Before we begin, I would like to share the following announcements with you, namely, October 19 marked 40 years since the assassination of Comrade Maurice Bishop and several members of his cabinet. The Honorable Maurice Bishop served as the Prime Minister of the People's Revolutionary Government of Grenada from 1979 to 1983. The People's Revolutionary Government implemented several programs to improve the social economic conditions of workers and, of course, the overall development of the island. Less than a week after the execution, the United States Armed Forces invaded Grenada under the pretense of trying to contain what was then the implosion of the revolutionary government. On another important note, I wish to add that Maurice Bishop was born on the beautiful island of Aruba. So therefore, that makes him, what we would call, quote unquote, an Antillean. So that's basically Aruba's gift to Grenada and by extension, the region. So for those of you who wish to learn more about the Honorable Maurice Bishop, be sure to get a copy of the following two titles, out of many, of course, to get you started. And they are Maurice Bishop Speaks by Bruce Marcus and Michael Tabor, and second, In Nobody's Backyard by Maurice Bishop. Maurice Bishop's speeches from 1979 to 1983, and that was written by Maurice Bishop and, of course, the eminent Richard Hart. The second announcement is reggae superstar, musical genius, militant, and one of the core members of the Wailers, the Honorable Peter Tosh, aka the Stepping Razor, was born on October 19, 1944. Peter Tosh produced many timeless classics such as Apartheid, Legalize It, Equal Rights, and Mama Africa, to name a few. He was a passionate advocate for social justice, Black dignity, and the complete liberation of Africa. Peter Tosh was murdered on September 11, 1987 in his home by several gunmen. Long live Peter Tosh. Long live the Honorable Maurice Bishop. So I want to thank the both of you again for accepting the invitation to be a guest on our podcast, and of course for your patience and indulgence, because we've been at it since this afternoon, and we were able to overcome a few of the hiccups, and here we are, of course. All right. So I really want to thank you all for that, for your patience, right? And of course, I for one, I'm truly looking forward to a great and lively discussion. I want to tell persons that they can share the link, of course. I am here looking for a way. Okay, Jackson, I'm sending you the link to the live on your Facebook. I sent you a message with the link because I am unable to post on the Facebook page of the council. What I'll do, I'll send a message to the United Haitian Council with the link, and that way you can share it. You can share it with your community. I hope that's fine. You got it?
We're working on it now. So
okay, no worries. No worries.
Go on my Facebook. I am now.
No worries.
Okay, good.
Okay, so those were the announcements, and of course, again, I had to thank you all because today was truly a test, of our patience.
Yes.
Indeed.
All right.
Uh,
So
yeah.
before we delve into it, I would like to ask, if you could again introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about the United Haitian Council.
Okay. So you want me to go first? I always say ladies first. So
Let's do ladies first.
I'm
ladies
busy
first.
trying to share the live with
Okay, she's trying
Okay.
to get us live on Facebook, so let me
yes.
go first. Not because I'm not a gentleman, I am, but
There you go.
she's kind of, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, my name is Dumbouville Jackson, the president of the United Nations Council. Was born and raised in Haiti, but different occasion in my younger days visiting St. Martin, which means I know what's going on between both St. Martin and Haiti. And St. Martin is my second home that I love so much. And as the president of the United Nations Council, I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be on your show, and also a big thank you to Adeline. A lot of patience to be to be here with us since like what 3 o'clock. We've been trying, and we're here now. And as I introduce myself as D'Ambreville, but some members can be here tonight. I will take the opportunity to introduce and present them also. Jonini Chatelier, she's the vice president. Fritz Isaac, the treasurer of the association. The secretary of the association, we have Elvina. And also we have Gigi Brooks, Geraldine. She's the, help me out on this.
She's the
Assistant treasurer. Thank you, assistant treasurer. And we also have Ashley Dambourville, my daughter. She's working with the media. So when it's come to Facebook, Instagram, and all those flyers and posters that we have, all the beautiful pictures you see on Facebook, this is Ashley Dambourville working on them. So this is the introduction of UHC. We're here to serve our community, especially the Haitian community. We are the voice of the Haitian community. That's who you are. We are. This is what we represent. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'll introduce myself again. My name is Odeline Masson, and I am the board advisor of UHC. And as he explained, you presented already the members. Sorry, because I was busy posting on our page. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it about me, I would say.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us a bit more about your organization.
So about the organization, so we, as we said, the name is UHC, United Haitian Council Association. It's a council because we've been elected by the public, by the Haitian community. In an association, this is how we registered as an association, and we've been around since 2001. That was in November 29, and we're going to be exactly 2 years of existence. But you will see it not the first association in St. Martin. The first association in St. Martin started in 1983 by Monsieur Lénaire Meillan. So may his soul rest in peace. And he's the one who started this organization we call the United Nations Community in 2001. We have the United Nations Council. So we have so many dreams and project goal that we set for the association, not just for us, but it's for our community. Like to have a diplomatic rapport between St. Martin and Haiti that we don't really have right now. Of course, we have consulate in Curacao that represent all the countries, let's say, not countries, but Seba, Saint Eustache, or you call the Dutch Antilles. Thank you, the Dutch Antilles. But for one person doing all that work, it's it's almost impossible. Like right now, we don't have the representative from Curacao coming to St. Martin a good 4 months now. We to deal with the passport, with documents and all of that. So a part of our job it's to fix that situation.
Yeah.
We that's one of our jobs, as we said. a diplomatic rapport between St. Martin, because St. Martin become a country since 10. So for us to have our own representative in St. Martin, even we can have like not an ambassador, but at least we can have a consulate or honorary consuls in St. Martin to better serve the community. So that's our goal, the UHC goal, to serve the community and in a better way.
Great. Just to add, UHC is, like we were saying earlier, it's a bridge between the Haitian community and the St. Martin government. We want to inform the Haitian community because sometimes there's some information that can be inaccessible because of language barrier. And as well, we want to, we actually provide services like administrative services, to really help the community to facilitate these things. And we work in exactly as Jackson already mentioned, to be able to really make things easier for the Haitian community. And we want to play a role as well and the St. Martin community as a whole. And as mentioned, we are melting pot. We have a lot of St. Martin born with Haitian descent. And we want to represent the Haitian culture, teach them about the history. We want to be active and just work. There's a focus, of course, on the Haitian community, but we want to work overall for the betterment of St. Martin as a community as well. Yeah.
All right, that's great. That's great. And you know, Odeline, let me give you a secret, yeah? But don't tell your colleague. You know how me
Yeah.
and Jackson met, right?
Yeah.
We met, we
Oh,
had a great meeting. We earlier
uh-huh.
this year, we had a great meeting. All right, we had a great meeting because it was work related, and some way somehow we ended up in a very animated discussion,
Yeah.
about Haiti, the history of Haiti, and so forth. And I
Yeah.
want to believe that my good brother was pleasantly surprised by my interest in Haitian history and such. You know?
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah. One that I was like, man, can you imagine? We don't do, sometimes we have Haitian not even get involved in Haitian politics, history.
Yeah.
yeah.
And listen, um, sometimes people always believe that everybody's like not against Haitian, but we have people that understand that the first black independent country in the atmosphere. So you show so much love and passion for my country,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
Give
Yeah,
thanks. Give
yeah,
thanks.
man.
Give thanks.
I
So
love that.
so in reality, right?
Mhm.
This invitation should not have
Mhm.
surprised you at all.
Not at all,
you
not at
know,
all. No.
right? Because what
Yes.
you're saying is so
Mhm.
true. If it was not for the Haitian Revolution, right?
Yeah,
I believe the abolition of slavery would have taken 200 years longer.
longer.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
really
Yes.
believe that, because
Hmm.
it was that revolution that really sent shockwaves throughout the entire world. You
Correct.
Yeah.
know, as a matter of fact, up to this day, many revolutions pattern. They use the Haitian Revolution as a strategy in order
Yes,
to liberate themselves. You understand what I'm
definitely.
saying? So we must
Yeah.
not, we must never underestimate nor be ungrateful, for the
Hmm.
sacrifices that the Haitian people have made to guarantee our freedom. You understand?
Hmm.
So
I
so
remember one thing we said about the when we met over there, that last conversation. We said before you're talking about Marcus Garvey, before you're talking about Malcolm X, and let's talk about the Stalin first, because
Yeah.
yeah,
definitely that's a
yeah,
starting point.
and the thing is, many persons today, they would look at what's happening in Haiti, right?
Yes.
And they would be tempted to believe that this is just how it is without
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
understanding the forces, right, at play,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I will tell you, it
Mm-hmm.
seems as though this is a way to make Haiti suffer for beating France, for
Thank
beating
you.
Spain, for embarrassing all of the European countries. They never
Exactly.
forgave Haiti. You
We
understand?
agree on
They never forgave Haiti. All
that.
right.
That's
And
what
it
it is.
seems as though they only want to keep Haiti as beggars, destabilized, right? In order that they
Yes.
Yes.
can continue exploiting the
And
island. Because I'll tell you this much here. I saw some pictures of Haiti and I got homesick. You understand what I'm saying? It's so
Yeah.
beautiful
Yeah.
to me, you know,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
and there's just something about it that I've always appreciated.
Mhm.
So looking at the developments of what's going on in our sister island, you know, I
Mhm.
became very concerned and I wanted a voice, you know, from that community just to give
yeah.
some insight, you know,
Mhm.
their thoughts about what do they see going on. Because sometimes we on this island, we think that it's happening over there and it won't affect us,
Yes.
which is an incorrect analysis. Okay.
Mhm.
And I'll give you a very simple example. Recently, there was a CARICOM report talking about the explosion of firearms in Haiti.
Yes. Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
And they traced it to ports in
Mhm.
America.
Yeah. Mhm.
Do we think that those weapons will only stay in Port-au-Prince?
Mm, Nah, 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 nah.
They're going to reach here
The
also,
whole region. And the
the
whole
whole
region. Yes.
region. You understand what
Yes.
I'm saying? And that's just one example. You know,
Yeah.
when our brothers and sisters start to move out, a lot of them might come to our island, they might go to Barbados, they might go to St. Kitts, they might go, and all that creates, you know, some changes in
Mhm.
the social landscape. You
Yeah.
see what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So that's why we
Correct.
cannot ignore what's happening in Haiti. And as a matter of fact, just as Black people on a whole, we should care. We should care.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
So I want to, my first question is this, because I think I spoke a little too much, but again, that's just a
Mhm.
passion, you know. But I
I,
want to hear from I want to hear from you, you know.
uh,
What are your thoughts about the developments in Haiti as we speak?
before you want me to go first, no?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Before I answer your question, don't think for a second that you speak too much. It's a pleasure for me listening to my story in a different mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I really enjoy it. I
Okay.
really enjoy it. So and I think you said it all because in the sense that what's going on in Haiti now, it's nothing new, nothing new. It's just because I'm not trying to blame. No, don't think we're playing the blaming game. Like what happened in Haiti now, it's because of everybody except for us. Yes,
Mm,
we have to take part of our responsibility as Haitian citizens that
okay.
we have our fault in it. However, 1804 our independence have a big role to play on what's happening in Haiti now. That's the reason I said it's nothing new. So I started following the Haitian politics. I was a very young boy because where I'm from, in Port-au-Prince, is a place where no matter what your age, once you can eat and speak, you can understand because you can be ignored about the situation because every single radio station, news going on. 1986, I was a young boy, probably like 8, 9 years old, and I see what we call the deshukai in our Haitian Creole, the departure of Baby Doc. And from 1986, here we are today, 2023, no difference. It's
Mm,
like the same movie over and over and over and over. So now, our main topic tonight, why we got invited, is about the foreign and the foreign
Intervention.
intervention
intervention.
Mm-hmm.
intervention in Haiti. I think this is the time now, as you said, the current situation. I think this is the time now. I can say it's now or never.
Okay.
That's the time. Yeah, that's the time when anything's happen. You need to lead through election, and I think that's the only way we can start really like working on real democracy in Haiti. and going through election. I think that's the only way. Because
Okay.
as I mentioned, we cannot have just a prime minister that he's the prime minister, he's the president, he's the parliament, is a one-man show. The country cannot continue like this. We need to go to election. That's
So
definitely
so is it true that since earlier this year there isn't a fully functioning government in Haiti? Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
That's correct. 2 years
Okay.
now.
Okay,
Yeah.
because the reason why I ask is because last month, and I was watching the United Nations General Assembly, the meetings, right?
Yeah.
And I almost fell off my chair when the chairman referred to Henri as the prime minister of Haiti,
Yes. Yes.
right? But then when you read other reports, they make sure include that statement that says unelected. Okay. So I think it's interesting, right? Because I try to follow world politics to the best of my ability, and especially African politics, right?
Yeah.
And I thought it was interesting because the United Nations was giving Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger, they was giving them a little rough time, to be part of the assembly. But here you are, here you have an unelected person. And you're allowing him to speak, and you're giving him the titles
on behalf of a nation.
On behalf of whom? So here's the thing now, because this thing has generated so much discussion, right? Because we would know that Haiti has been negatively impacted by several international missions. Okay. We can never forget what the United Nations troops from Nepal did to the Haitian people, and more specifically, what those United Nations troops did to many underaged females in Haiti.
And boys.
And yes, I was getting to that. I just want to pause, and then bring it home. Because the reports are saying that both boys and girls were molested, and that many girls, right, were impregnated, some of whom were below the age of 14 and 13 and such, and not forgetting that they introduced cholera, right, to the country. You see? So I can kind of understand, the uneasiness, with regards to what's with the announcement, to have an East African nation to head this mission. You see?
Yes.
Because my brother, my sister, and it's a very serious matter, but I have to smirk because from what I read, the gangs in Haiti have very sophisticated weapons.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. And from what I read again, the Kenyan police officers might not be equipped to deal because it's something totally different,
Yeah.
So I get the part about wanting to restore security, especially from your perspective, my brother. But do you have any sorts of misgivings about who they are sending? In this case, the Kenyan police officers, and supported by security by, I think, Antigua and a few other Caribbean islands. Do you have any?
It's Bermuda, Jamaica, and
Antigua, Barbuda,
Antigua.
Jamaica, and Bahamas. The
Bahamas.
Okay. Yeah. So with that said, do you have any thoughts or concerns about who they're actually sending, and do you think it will work?
No. I really do not think so. I actually let Jackson intervene first when you asked him regarding the development in Haiti. And when it comes to that, we don't say we are divided, but we see it differently. Some of us, some people see it as a glimpse of hope, like this could be the solution. But I honestly don't believe it would be the solution. And to just to summarize it, everything that we are saying, because the issues in Haiti, it's about they claim it's about lack of peace, insecurity, and stability. But I think that the international is mainly responsible for all of this. I'm not saying that the corrupt Haitian politicians are not,
Correct.
but
Correct.
they play the main role in it. It's as if that their whole like they're saying their mission is to put stability and security, but it seems like they're doing the complete contrary. It's instability and insecurity. Because if we go back to as we were saying, the series of intervention that they've been having in Haiti, they were never successful. They came and they said, okay, when the U.S. could not have control of the Haitian army, what did they do? They decided to dissolve it because they wanted to control the country and then control the army. So you see, they never really want this democracy. They want to have control. And all these series, like you've mentioned, of intervention in the name of peace, it only has been a disaster. So, like you're saying, we instead of making things better, they make it worse, leaving the Haitian people with cholera. And it's like it's big numbers. It's like about 10,000 people died um, because of this disease brought by the UN peace peacekeepers, so-called peacekeepers. So instead of helping, they only make the situation worse. They only create instability with the sexual violence that you mentioned. They only reinforce the creation of gangs. Because as you can see, Haiti had like gangs there and there, but after they left, they just we like leave their weapons. They become stronger. It's like they come to do how to say that's what they come to do. They come to create instability and insecurity, just so as you figure it out to exploit. Because we believe that the international, they are very competent people, not to say that they are so incompetent, to find out that they've been doing that so many times and they know it's not going to work. Now, to go back to what you were saying, imagine when the Brazilian was leading the MINUSTA in Haiti in 2004 going to 2020. When did it leave? 2017. There were 2,000 Brazilian officers. No disrespect. Kenya has done other intervention, like in Somalia, and even in their country, if they cannot solve their own issues. So you want me to believe that those Kenyans who are very limited in terms of weaponry, like intelligence, they are more capable than the U.S., who possess the most powerful, one of the most powerful army in the world. So you think they can do a better job than you with less men, with more gang members? Um, yes, there's so much I could say. And
No, continue.
as well, it's regarding the disease. And that's one of because of the past history of what happened. Because with the last intervention, we had a lot of people who had the cholera outbreak. So people are concerned as well from a sanitary level. Like we know that they are seriously affected in Kenya with AIDS and with cholera and Ebola. So Haitian are looking at, are they going? It's not the same thing that is going to repeat again. And so that is one of the Haitian concerns. So some people, because they are so desperate at this point, because they lost their homes, we have like about 200,000 people in Kakufei and other places who have to leave their homes. So they see this as a sign of hope. But looking from the outside and knowing the history, and like Jackson said, there's nothing new under the sun. We just know that it's bad news. And another concern of Haitians as well is with the DR, because I believe you're aware everything that's happened with the canal, the Kapika. So whenever we see that the Abinader is working closely with someone regarding or any government regarding Haiti, we know it's bad news because Abinader good for Haiti. And so all that being said, honestly, I do not believe that they will do anything. And most of the time when they always come as well, these officers, they are here to secure like the multinational interests or investment, like ports. They don't care about the people. If not, this problem would have been done solved. When it was minor, it wasn't solved. Now it got more serious and major, and with less officers, it's just not making sense to me. That's my
Wow.
opinion.
I
Okay.
think we should send Odeline to Haiti to be the prime minister. Though.
We should do what?
I said we should send her back to Haiti to be the
I think
prime
so
minister.
too. I think so too. I mean, I will be her campaign manager. Easy,
Oh,
easy,
definitely,
easy.
definitely,
All right.
definitely.
No,
I
but
love
I
politics.
really sorry.
Mhm.
No, I said just like you. I
No,
love politics. I love world politics.
yeah, she has a passion for politics, and yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
and of course I
But
love Haiti. I have to know the history of.
yeah,
Yeah.
so to add a few words because I can tell you she said it all. But yeah,
I didn't.
because excuse me, in this situation for the intervention in Haiti, it's two different people see the are going to have a different opinion
Yeah.
because right now we have our back against the wall and happen purposely. You need to understand that Kenya didn't ask to come. The prime minister seeking for help. So it's like they create the situation just to bring them in. And it's not the first time. And we remember that's happened in for the 1915.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh
1915
yes,
was with
19,
yes,
the
yes, yes,
occupation.
yes.
exactly the same thing. If you look 1915 to now, is exactly the same scenario.
Yeah.
And just to be clear,
Assassination of a president, same scenario. And then now they put the people in a situation where they feel hopeless.
Yeah.
The only way they think they're gonna have something is to bring a multinational
force.
military to Haiti
Yeah.
force. So, and again, it's only 1,000. Listen to this. It's only 1,000 police from Kenya,
Yeah.
and we're 12 million people.
Yeah.
So now, when you're talking about 1,000 police coming to a country where the gangs even have more munitions than them, and we don't see the solution. But sometimes we don't know what's happening closed doors because, as I said before, we are not political analysts. We are not expert, but we've just given our thoughts in the situation in our country.
Yeah.
But history repeats itself. From what's happening back then to now, we can understand and we can come up with our conclusion. Since after 1804 or independence, the French they came back, they make us pay for our independence, and then you have 1915, then you have 1991 with Aristide. When they bring him back, he was a 25. Listen, compare numbers. When they bring back Aristide, it was 25,000 troops, 25,000, and nothing has changed. So now you're talking about 1,000, 1,000 in a few with someone. It's not gonna happen. But as I mentioned, we don't know what's going on closed door. Maybe with a less effective, something may happen based on what the plans are that we don't know. Okay, but as I mentioned, the only way we can, because what the people they need a little bit of security and food and go about the business, and they know exactly what they want. The Haitian people what they want. So as I mentioned, they put us against the wall now to look at anybody as a savior. So now we battery. So we now, on the other hand, give me a second. The battery, we need to plug this. And you were so right, Adeline, because you said Jackson, this need to plug.
I told him he's not St. Thomas. Okay, I still
So
want to be talking about
always listen to a woman. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah. So blood. Let me do
I
it.
think so.
Well, do what you
Yeah.
need to do because we don't want this conversation to drop out at all.
No, it will not drop out. I could just add a few things because
Sure,
there's so
sure.
much I could say. I don't think tonight would be enough about this whole thing. So Jackson, to pick up from what Jackson was saying, again, I could add up to the reason why there are so many reasons why I don't believe personally, and I think majority of Haitians, especially the Haitians in the diaspora, don't believe in the intervention because being from afar, we could really analyze and see things differently because some of the Haitians in Haiti, they don't fully have the whole information, just like us sometimes, and follow certain things. So they use that a lot to against them. And by now, however, I think Haitian understand. I mean, every Haitian understand that the international is not for them. They understand that the international is against them because that is the main issue in Haiti. They are too involved and they're talking about democracy, but neocolonialism is very effective in Haiti. They want control. They want to exploit the country. It's just modern slavery at this point. Um, so yeah, and we know that the U.S. is fully controlling these Kenyans. They have their mission, and everything is clear to us now because I mean, it becomes too obvious. It becomes too obvious. And the US would invest $200 million for these few, I mean, 1,000 Kenyan groups, like police officers to come to Haiti when I mean, they could use these funds to actually purchase weapons just to strengthen
Or police force.
exactly our
Yeah.
police force or even the army. Why they don't want the army? That's the whole problem. They don't want Haiti to have an army because they want to have control and remember our history. And I feel like that's what they want Haiti to pay for because they feel like if they have an army, they can fight. They can, it's they really want to disarm the nation, and it's embarrassing. Some people see it as well, knowing the history of Haiti with Jean-Jacques Dessalines. We have such a great history when it comes to military intelligence. Doing you already know the history, what Haiti has done, and to see Kenya, who can barely manage their country, to think that it's just absurd at this point. Yeah, Jackson, go ahead. I want to fill in.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead.
No, I think we covered this part because we don't want to be like too much going in depth about accusing people because as I mentioned that first we need to take responsibility as a nation.
Yeah.
Over 200 years of independence. This is where we are now. So I understand that we have everybody was against us. If you're deep in Haitian history, we have a number of over 100 years after and was like cut off from the outside world. So Haiti never had a chance really to get back, to become the nation that we wanted to be. Start paying our independence debt like over 120 years. That's represent like $21 billion today.
Yeah.
So how can how we cannot be in that situation? So it is sad. This is something if we can start talking about it, we can go as Adeline said,
All
like
night.
yeah, all night, but yeah, this is what it is. So we will wait to see what's really gonna happen after. But and again, the Parliament of Canaan was so against them to go down there. Okay, so now at the UN Council gonna and open now for them to go and take control over that intervention. So as I said, let's keep the hope. Let's see what's gonna happen because I'm sure they and when I say they, okay, when I say they, if you see what I mean, they have their own plans what's gonna happen, but I don't believe something like gonna happen. A change is really gonna happen. No, it's gonna be probably these are some of the gangs, because who create the gangs? Because when you're looking at a poor country, we don't make guns.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look the next door, Dominican Republic, we buying food from them, eggs. So you buying eggs and you make weapons. It's nonsense. But as I said, we will see what's gonna happen.
Well, I just wanted to add, I wanted to add a few pieces right to the discussion because
Mhm.
uh, 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 what's interesting is that this is not no, let me say it differently.
Mhm.
The United Nations and America, they approached several countries to take the lead on this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay? And the
Mhm.
countries them were hesitant because they were concerned about how it would look that they are bringing in a security force
Mhm.
basically to protect a government that people want out.
Correct.
Exactly.
Mhm.
You see? So there was already concern about that. All
Mhm.
right? That's
Correct.
number one. Number two, it seems as though besides the and I could be wrong here, okay? So America wants to pledge a certain amount of money, right, towards Haiti or security. But
Mhm.
then America is also planning to give Kenya 14 billion Kenyan shillings. Okay?
Mhm.
So we have to put that in perspective also as to what could be the possible motives. We have seen that the president of Kenya, he is trying to position himself as a global leader, right?
Mhm.
And that's
Yeah.
fine. Okay. But it comes back to what you all said also, where it pertains to the security situation in Kenya. We
Yes.
cannot forget that the Kenyan police force has a number of allegations,
Yes.
human rights violations
Yeah.
hanging over its head. Okay?
Mhm.
We cannot forget that the Kenyan police force, right, has been accused of using excessive force, has been part of disappearance. They have even some killing in between, if I'm not mistaken. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
so they don't necessarily have a good track record.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other question now becomes: these police officers are going to Haiti, and let's say they shoot and they kill someone. Who is responsible?
Mm.
And let's say they accidentally kill the wrong person. Who is
Mhm.
responsible?
Yeah.
So
And
there's a
they have.
human rights aspect, you
Yeah.
know, in this discussion, which is very, very important. And then let's face it, our brothers in Kenya, I don't think they can speak Creole.
I was about to say that.
So how
No.
will they be able to relate,
Mm.
yeah, to
Mhm.
communicate, to bring a sense of, trust if they can't even communicate with them? And then
Exactly.
finally, it's been said on different platforms that America would not risk sending troops to Haiti
Yeah.
because the president wants to go for elections. It's an election year.
Yeah.
And it would look pretty bad if some white troops are seen or
Just
heard
one. It's
killing
not the truth. It's just one.
just one
It's
what?
just one. And it's not just the troops. If it's gonna be bad on him, it's only if one American citizen, not even the whole troops. You
There
know,
you go. There you
it's
go.
very
You
it's
know?
a very strategic time now. Mhm.
And I want to share a few numbers, right? In 1994, the US sent 21,000 troops to Haiti.
Yeah.
In 2004, Brazil sent 13,000.
Correct.
2023, Kenya is sending 1,000.
1,000. We just said
Okay?
it. That numbers don't add up. That
It
numbers
don't add up.
No. And now things getting worse.
Exactly.
And that's the time you send less. You know what I mean?
and you know, the thing is, right? Maybe you came across this information also. But it could be that perhaps America might be relying on private mercenaries, because we've also seen a rise, because they always tell us about Wagner, all right, the Russian private mercenary. They always tell us about that. But you have a number of private mercenaries based in Florida and different parts of America, different veteran war vets who are, you know, agitated to get back into the war scene, right? They are also getting plenty jobs and doing a lot of work, you know, around the world. So chances are they might be part of this melee in Haiti, which would be very, very interesting. And besides that, you know what's also interesting? The people before the death of the former president, the people went to, yes, Jovenel, yes, the people were in the streets protesting against the corruption. We know about the Petro Caribbean scandal. There was complaining about the price of food. The trade unions were wanted higher wages, and I must say that I am a trade unionist, so I will always be on the side of the workers. You know, so my antennas went up when I heard about the trade unions were demanding better pay, you know, for their workers, right? So people was in the street to protest the social conditions and the high cost of living. And instead of us seeing a bit more project, and don't get me wrong, I want to be fair, because there's a number of organizations from the Haitian diaspora that are doing their utmost to mobilize resources to help on the ground. Okay. I took note of I had the name someplace here. The Haitian American Network, right? They are busy doing things. You have the Haitian Bridge Alliance. They were also busy doing a number of works. And there's a few others. Just to be fair, you know, because I don't want to seem unfair when people are doing work to assist, you see? But with all of that being said, their first response should have been, how can we make food accessible? People are fighting for food. People want better health care. People want education for their children. People want jobs. That's what people fight for. You know, and when you don't provide those things, you are radicalizing the people.
Definitely.
Okay, it's like what we are seeing now between Israel and Palestine, right? I will be bold enough to say that it is the state that they call the government of Israel that created the radicalization of Palestinians. You understand? But that's a next discussion. That's a next discussion. We talk about Haiti right now, you know. But it's so important that they look at these fundamentals. You understand? Because now, again, the persons who were in the police force, some of them have left, and it seems as though they have somehow aligned, you know, with the gangs, right? And that creates a bigger problem. You know, many of them have gotten tired of the status quo. I was watching a documentary about the gentleman barbecue. I think his alias is, you know, and what his reasons and motivations are, and that's a discussion on its own. But many are leaving, you know, many are leaving, and they're being part of these groups. And again, we'll never tolerate what some of them are doing, you know, with the raping and stealing and forcing people to leave their homes, you understand? But there are conditions driving this behavior. What would you say to that?
Bagari, I strongly believe, as I mentioned, since 1986 to now, this is not the first time we have gang members in different areas
True.
for the
Good point.
for
Good point.
employment. So
Good
those
point.
gangs have been created for a reason.
Yeah.
And the reason is to put us back against the wall, as I mentioned, and to see everybody outside of Haiti as saviors. That's exactly what was happening. So now, the troop gonna go down there is for a year. It's 12 months. It's a 12-month contract. Okay. So now, what's gonna happen after the 12 years and 12 months again?
You have to report in 9 months.
You know exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like we're going back to it's a circle. We're going back to the same. We're going back to square one. You know, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. As I said, the problem, I think, we need another revolution, and I don't believe it's only the international is only and only responsible for what's happening now. Haitians have a big role to play in it. I think that's the time that Haitians supposed to stand up and say, we made it 200 years back, we can make it again. Because if it's not that we're doing, it's going to be the same circle going around. Bro, 1986, 2023, man. It's over 30 years now.
Yeah.
So what are you telling me? So I strongly believe what's going to happen is maybe we're going to lead to election, and they're going to choose a puppet to put there and keep us down for 2 years or 3 years of peace, and go back to the same story again. You know, so this is, again, I'm not trying to be negative, but
no, of course not.
That's my honest opinion on this. Since you asked me what my take on it, so that's my honest opinion.
Okay. I just want, I'm here looking at the chat, right? And I want to say good night to the following persons, and I'll also read some of the comments. So we have Miss Rita Pandaflet, that's my mom, loyal supporter of Unity and Solidarity TV, right? We have Miss Geraldine G. Brooks, greetings. I see that my mom is tagging half of my family to join, right? I see my comrade. Miss Sonia Tundu. Welcome. I see Miss Geraldine G. Brooks. She says U.S. is sending them to destroy. Right? I see Geraldine tagging almost the whole community, which is great. Greetings to Keisha Gittins Robinson. That sound like family. So greetings, cause they always pledging money, but Haiti never receive it where they need it. Thank you so much for that contribution. I see here Mirlanda Vilme. I hope I said the name correct. And Mirlanda says, I hope with all my heart that we as Haitian people to understand that no one can fix our problems but us. Very, very strong, very strong statement.
Yes.
And then my mom, Rita Panaflet, says, empty promises. Mirlanda says, they have their problems. They can't even do any, but they will help Haitians where they don't even understand each other. Hey, who is this Mirlanda? We may have to bring her on the platform, right?
We have bright people with us here tonight.
Yes.
Sorry?
I said we have bright people with us here tonight.
Yes. And then Mirlanda says Haiti has so much resources. I really don't get why we have to suffer so much. Nobody to trade. It's everyone close. They're from us, right? And then I see here Mirlanda says we need to stand up. Thank you so much for those. Oh, I have here Orius Damos. The people need to stand up together. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that contribution. I am almost tempted to share the link for persons to join this platform to continue this conversation. I'm very tempted. So if persons want to join this live discussion, put a 1 in the chat box. If I see at least 3 people put a 1, then I will share the link, and then you can come on and of course share your thoughts, ask questions, on this very, very important topic, you know. But I don't think you're being negative at all.
Mhm.
History is a faithful and true witness, right?
Yeah.
And those of us who do our best to read it would know that if we don't understand it, we're going to repeat it again. All
Definitely.
right. And
Mhm.
it seems to just to be a policy to keep the people of Haiti on its knees. Okay.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And this is something, and it really exposes the hypocrisy of the
exactly.
United States. It
Yeah,
exposes the
So-called all friends.
well, I don't know about that.
that's
You
no
know,
friendship.
I don't know. You see, here's the thing, yeah. Here's the thing. It cannot be that okay, in politics, they say there's no such thing as permanent friends. There's only permanent interests.
Interest. Correct.
Okay? So what
Mhm.
I've noticed with American policy, it's only when something suits them, it becomes okay. You understand what I'm saying? Let's take an
Mhm.
example with Venezuela. When they did not need the oil, right? They did not want
Mhm.
to have any talk with Venezuela. Okay? They were terrorists. They was the worst government ever. When they
Mhm.
needed the oil, guess what? Those negotiations resumed. So now it's no longer a matter about
Mhm.
being a terrorist. It's a matter about how can we secure the most oil for our
Mhm.
people and our particular interests. You
Yeah.
understand? Let's look
Yeah.
at Africa for a minute, right? Oh, you
Mhm.
want to say something?
No, no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's look at Africa for a minute, right? You would have noticed that Africa has been talking about erasing borders, doing more trade amongst itself, having a common policy and currency and so forth, right? We
Mhm.
just had BRICS. I think it was in August, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
We have
Mhm.
BRICS. Shortly before BRICS, we had the Africa Russia Summit, right?
Mhm.
And now what we are seeing, Africa is now admitted to the G20. We are seeing now European nations or the
Mhm.
European Union begging to do more trade with Africa. We are seeing now America pledging more support for Africa. All right. Why? Because the moment when Africa started to be a bit more
Mhm.
resolute and started to
Mhm.
take action in their own hands and basically to remove those puppet governments, we
Mhm.
are seeing a change in US policy. You understand what I'm
Definitely.
saying? So it's
Mhm.
just a
Mhm.
matter of when Haiti rises again, because Haiti will rise again. We will
Yeah.
see a shift in US policy towards Haiti.
Mhm.
You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They will
Yeah, that
come
was for the
one.
same reason I was like raising my finger to add something to what you're saying in the same topic of raise again.
Yes.
Learned in that post says something very important when we gonna start trade or resource or resources. But the other listen, the outside world they don't want to no trade. It's the taking part.
Yeah.
Let me come and take. And again, and I'm gonna say it the whole night, if we don't stand up as a nation like we did it before to do it again, it's gonna be the same story going around over and over and over. It's gonna keep repeating itself. Yeah, definitely that's what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Mhm.
Yeah, I just wanted to add because I was listening to both of you, and
Mhm.
I know you don't want to make it seem like Haitians don't have their part of responsibility.
Mhm.
But for people who don't really fully aware of the Haitian situation,
Mhm.
I just want to put everything in perspective.
Mhm.
All these countries, they have their army. Let's start first. The US, because when we say UN, I always see the big powers. It's not really UN. They always influence these other small islands to do what they want by threatening them. We know that's how they operate.
Mhm.
They dissolve the Haitian army. Whenever people who are elected, the people they put in place is not most of the time are not elected really by the Haitian people. For instance, this is what we are dealing with right now in Haiti, and I want people to understand that. We have Ariel Henry, who's one of the people who participated in an elected president assassination, shaking hands with I'm going to be frankly honest, second hands going to represent, and they don't have no problem with that, and they are not elected, and the people don't want Ariel Henry there, but he's there against the democracy it doesn't matter. Like they've proven to us that they don't believe in this democracy. People don't even have the rights to go on the street to manifest no, because Ariel Henry has the police and even the people from the army, even if they're crying for help, the police, they're not helping. Can you believe that? You have a police force and somebody they sending you out and they don't even try to attempt to go and help. But however, whenever the people are protesting, you see they stand there, they want to protect Ariel Henry. How is that democracy? How can the hypocrisy that they always want to portray, that they want to fight for democracy, is just a lie. And on top of that, it is so complicated looking from the outside in. You have how to say that a monopoly like the private sector. They want to control everything in Haiti. Like let's say even in the diaspora, like there's a lot of like Haitian descent, like Haitians who want to invest in Haiti, but they make it hard. Like they would literally kill you. They don't want no competition. That's where we act. Like it is so hard in us to imagine the situation. It's like they only want to work with corrupted politicians, and so they can control them. And whenever the U.S. say something, or France or Canada, they say something, they don't agree with them, and they just threaten them. For instance, look how the sanction fell. And all the time the US, everybody was dealing with Martini. It was fine. Once they don't need him anymore, all of a sudden we know he was the one financing the gang members. You think that's new information to them? Like the US intelligence didn't have that information? So yes. Exactly. So they just use them. And at this point, I just think it's pure evil. It's like I see those powers as bullies. They know they have the means, they know they have the power. So they're just using it to make Haiti pay for what was done in 1804. And I think the world, the Caribbean, like every single Black person, if they understood what was happening, I think everybody should stand for Haiti. Because they're sending like a strong message to every Black person. Like when you see people like Biden who's talking about Black Lives Matter, and you see what's happening in Haiti, but you would see is not to say I'm for anything that's happening in Ukraine. You see what's happening. You see the approach, and if people understood that, and when it comes to the stereotypes, not to say that Haitians don't have a responsibility, we have to rise, but it is very difficult, and we see the problem. We thanks to the president as well, we were able to point out, we see all the issues. Is the international being involved in Haitian politics with things like the core group, they control. With a tweet, they put Ariel Henry in power and they backing him up, even if they know there's no parliament, nothing. This is just crazy. Like, can you imagine something like that happening in the US? So Haiti is like their backyard. And it's clear at this point they just want to exploit the country. And if you don't know, one of the biggest embassy of the U.S. is in Haiti. There's a reason why. So with all that being said, I just wanted to give a picture so people could really understand what the Haitian people are dealing with. It is not easy. If the Haitian people weren't as resilient as they were, it's just unbelievable. It's beyond courage. It is just unbelievable. And on top of that, to have to deal with Abinader and all these things, it's just sad. Honestly, it's just sad. But it's just I just wanted to paint a picture.
No, I don't believe it's easy for them. But 200 years ago, it wasn't easy either. That was even worse because you were a slave with no animations. And you have the willpower. That's how we get to our revolution. So if today, 2023, the Haitian want to, I'm not saying it's easy, don't get me wrong, but something needs to happen because I guarantee you, and I say it again and again and again, that's the same thing gonna happen. The troop gonna go, the 1,000 people, police from Kenya, some from Bermuda, Jamaica, and governed by the US, send them down there, and then they're gonna give us a little peace for a while, and then election, put in a puppet, and go back again to the same situation. And we need a revolution. That's all we need. Because otherwise it's gonna be the same thing over and over. Because listening to Adeline, the passion that she has for the country. You was born in St. Martin, right?
Yes.
There we go. So,
I'm a Haitian.
so correct. Born and raised in Haiti, and I know how hard it is. But action needs to be taken right now. The talk, it's over. Because we know exactly what's going on. Everybody knows. So the question now, what are we going to do about it?
Yeah.
You know, we need we need a leader. But having a leader is hard because it's so, you know, anytime you want to talk, they want to kill you, or they're going to corrupt you at some point.
Yeah.
I know it is tough. It is a tough situation. But something needs to happen. You know, something needs to happen. The guns, the machete, we need to stand up and start killing. That's what I do. I don't want to sound violent.
You want to stop with machete with this?
With everything. I'm telling you, listen, 1804 we had what?
I know. Exactly.
It started from here. You see, because if every time we say, oh, we pointing fingers, the Americans, the French, the Canadians, this, and then what we're doing, we need to do something. And he need to start here first with people like you, like me, and start something. It's a shame. 200 years of 220 years in independence. That's been like for too long.
Yeah.
You know, it's been for too long. Something need to happen because I'm telling you, Bakari, this conversation, we're gonna have it today, we're gonna have it tomorrow, and we're gonna have it forever.
Yeah.
Wow.
We don't stand up and do something. You know, and as Odeline said, when we say we, I'm not talking only about Haitian.
Yeah.
Black people.
Yeah.
Look over with the Haitian that open doors for what we call freedom.
Yeah.
Okay, 200 years ago, that was the only place in the world where a black man can sit down, freely drink a coffee. You know, it just gets me speechless, man. Yeah. Crazy. So we need to do something. It is sad.
It is.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah, indeed. And I just wanted to backpedal on something that was said about the President of America. Let's be clear, all right? He can show up and he can send tweets about Black Lives Matter, right? But the way how we see that, how to put it, his policy where it pertains to Haitians trying to reach America to improve their lives and having them deported, right, back to the island, which they know is in crisis, is in fact a violation of their rights to some extent. There's a particular international law that basically says that, you know, if persons are fleeing the country, right, because it's in turmoil or whatever have you, technically you should not send them back. You understand? Because you could be sending back to their own debt, so to say. You see what I'm saying? So, but of course they know it because they accepted so much of Afghanistan. They accepted so much of Ukrainians and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
But there's always a different policy when it comes to black people.
To the black people,
you know, and what? Yeah. I'm getting to that.
When you black and on top of your blackness, you Haitian. Yeah, man, double whammy, man.
Yeah, double whammy. Yeah, I get you. No, I totally get you. You know, and that's why sometimes I shake my head when I see Caribbean leaders, you know, who profess to be in solidarity with Haiti, you know, and the way how they would just send Haitians back to the island, you know, knowing the conditions, it just caused me to be very, very frustrated. You understand what I'm saying? Because everybody have a right to life,
Yes.
They should not be held in these despicable jail cells. They should not be treated like animals. They should not be separated from their families. They should be treated with dignity. No matter
Yes.
what, you have human rights, but again, they only like to apply it when it is in their particular interest and when it makes them look good, you know.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
it's really not a easy topic,
No.
you
Mhm.
know. And but ultimately, I agree with you that we need a Haitian solution for this
Exactly.
particular problem.
Yes.
The very fact that this core group installed Ariel Henry
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
is worrisome to me. You
Very.
know, the very fact that everybody is recognizing this gentleman as the prime minister, knowing that the people that want him gone, you
Yeah.
see, is very worrisome to me. I believe that there are a number of organizations on the ground. I'm still trying to make my list. As a matter of fact, I would
Mhm.
love to have a conversation with the trade unions on the ground, to hear their perspective. As I said again, I'm a trade unionist now and forever. So I would always want to hear it from a worker's perspective. So if you
Mhm.
have any contacts with the trade unions in Haiti, please let me know, and I would love to have a talk with them in the future.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
ultimately, we need a Haitian solution, and we know that there are many groups on the ground and abroad that have ideas on how to fix their country, you
Yeah.
know, and I think we should assist them to promote their plan, to promote their solutions, so that
Mhm.
others do not think that the solutions can only come from Europe or only
No.
come from America. They
Correct.
must know that solutions can come, from the Haitian people. Because, of course, elections is important.
Yeah.
Okay? Having a great government in place is critical. You
Mm-hmm.
see? At the same time, I am hoping that the people um, find ways to be part of that process and to be heard. you
Yes.
know it truly has to be that everybody must contribute, because if people feel marginalized, right, you're
Mhm.
going to get discontent. You
Correct.
see, you're going to get that. So I
Mm-hmm.
am very curious to read more about the plans, on how to fix Haiti. But a lot of reforms is necessary.
Yeah.
A
As
Yeah.
a,
lot.
as Temple Bakery, when we're talking about when you've been oppressed for so many years, and you have this in your brain that you can't move forward, it takes time for you to mentally free. you know. And when it's come to the using aspect of Haitian, it's every aspect. It's not just, it's everywhere, even in the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know, so soon is gonna be election in Saint Martin, and this is the time that you see some politician the praising Haitian. Every 4 years, Haitian become the top of the town, like the you see. But now go back to the same thing, to the same topic that I'm saying, when Haitian can actually unite it. So many Haitian in this island that could vote. I'm not saying have a Haitian in the parliament gonna change, because I'm not saying Haitian is oppressing in St. Martin,
Yeah.
because St. Martin welcome us with open arms. And I'm so grateful to this. Okay, the first person in my family living this island was 1977.
Oh,
Exactly
wow.
the I was born, my aunt. So
Okay.
when so many members of my family to this island, this is my second place, my second country. I love St. Martin, I always say. But again, that's one of the reasons the UHC, we want to be the voice of so
Mm.
many other Haitian. That's what we call it, the united. We need to unite all Haitian people, and at least to have a voice. And
Yes.
having a voice in St. Martin, in Dominica, and everywhere we are, I think this is where the revolution will start.
Yeah.
We started here by we as Haitian united in Haiti and outside of the country, this is what I always believe. And I
And
strongly
that's a very good point, because if we take a look at let's call it the development models that they are now talking about, especially in the Caribbean, they are recognizing the importance of the diaspora
yes.
in influencing the direction of their place of birth. You
Yes.
understand? Many a times change would come from the outside based on the local conditions. You
Yes.
see? So I totally agree with you that the United Haitian Council is in a strategic position to reach out to other organizations in the region with the
Yes.
hope of lobbying, applying pressure, funding, supporting whatever, you know, positive action on the ground, you know. So that is
Definitely.
something, I applaud that, I support that, and I'm going to hold you to it, because it's
Yes.
very important. It's very, very important, because our family on the ground in Haiti, they are only busy thinking about surviving.
Surviving.
That's
Yes.
all they're thinking about. And when you have to survive, you're not thinking about strategy, tactics. You're not thinking about those things. You
Talking
just
about
hope that you go out and you come back home to your family, you know.
yes.
But those in the diaspora, you have access to so many resources, that could help. So I think it would be a beautiful thing. I think it would truly be a beautiful thing to really use your platform,
That's
and
why also
continue.
in the Haitian constitution, they did the amendment in the constitution to
Yeah.
give the diaspora the right to vote.
Yeah.
Wherever
Really,
they are. Yes.
Yeah.
There's a gentleman. I don't want to talk politics, but I know I don't want to call
it's
no
too
names.
late.
But
It's too late. You gotta talk it now. We've been
I
here
know
almost an
politics in
hour.
Haiti is really out there trying to get this, this in our constitution. Let's say in Dominican Republic, and a Dominican citizen could be here, so-called Spanish, can actually vote during election in the country. Yeah.
It's a Spanish.
No, that's not, I don't want to say Spanish.
They were
Dominican.
fast. They even there.
Yeah, Dominican. So that's Spanish. So now we want to have exactly the same thing here in St. Martin. And wherever diaspora, the Haitian diaspora, like find themselves, they have that, because the economy of Haiti, like say, I don't have an exact number, but I know it play a large role in the Haitian economy. The money that they send. If you're looking at in St. Martin, when you're looking at all the money transferred, Western Union, RIA, name it.
Yeah.
Most people you see on the long line, mostly it's Haitian, Jamaicans, and Dominican, So when you say Dominican, talking about Dominican, Spanish Dominican, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
From
we
Santo Domingo.
so this is like we have a voice. We're not gonna like send money and help, and now we don't have a say.
Correct.
When this is where UHC want to step up, get everybody involved. To say, you know what, this is where for too long when we outside and we don't have a say, and when we contribute to the country. If it wasn't for the diaspora and Haitian diaspora, Haiti will be in a very, very bad situation right now.
That's right.
Worse than what it is now.
That's the backbone.
Exactly. That's the backbone of the country. So now, for us to have a say, we need a retouch in our constitution, and we as Haitians can be out there and vote. So as Odeline mentioned, when you're outside, you have the most information, so you can take a better decision. And from there, I think we could start with the changes.
So tell me something. Has the UHC already started lobbying for that amendment in the Constitution?
Not the UHC, because somehow I'm working with some friends in Haiti, like in a personal level.
Okay.
So again, as the president of UHC, but at the same time, politically, I have my preference, and we're working with some friends that's probably going to run for the next election in Haiti. Who knows? And this is what we, as you're smiling, this is what we walking on.
Well,
We would
well,
love for us to be a part of it. So
well,
now
I
when it's
wanted, I
Mhm.
wanted, I think I did a good job to tease that answer out of you, because that's the
uh-huh,
direction I wanted. So when you reach that far, remember that
uh-huh,
you have a spot,
uh-huh,
you have an open invitation to come back on Unity and Solidarity TV to give us updates on that
definitely
particular
on that particular topic.
effort, because I think it's
Yes,
very
oh, yes,
important.
it is.
You would also know that there's also a discussion on the
Yeah.
south side of St. Martin when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to allowing persons who are abroad to vote in local elections, with
Yes.
the whole
Mm-hmm.
electoral reform and so forth and so on. So it's going to be a
Yeah,
very interesting discussion, So
definitely.
I definitely want to hear, more when it
Mm-hmm.
pertains to that particular effort, because
Yes.
it will really play a big and decisive role. You
Yeah.
understand? A very big and decisive role.
But to
But
start it,
yes.
we definitely need a bridge between Saint Martin and Haiti right now, because we don't really have a diplomatic rapport between Saint Martin and Haiti, because we have a consulate in Curacao, and that's it.
Mm,
So let's say right now in St. Martin something happened in a diplomatical way. Who are you
yeah.
going to call? Who the government going to call officially? Like the
Holland.
other day, we had some Haitian did they want to deport it. They call us to help them to pay a ticket to send them back. An organization, an association where we don't have a dime from government, we don't have money from no one as a help. Okay, so now when something happened, who exactly you want to call? I
Yeah.
think you will see where we position is like we want to help the government. We want to give our service.
Yeah.
So we will love in the future, not for the money. We are not for this, or
Yeah.
money, or name, or power. We
Yeah.
are here for our community. If something happened, who they going to call? They don't have to call Jackson, but at least have a official representative in St. Martin, which we don't have.
Mm,
Okay, we don't have. So this is what I'm talking about, is unity. The
yeah.
unity needs to start here, and from the very from the ground, you have somebody that you can contact. Who I can call. What's going on between Haiti and St. Martin? When we have a real government, so when they contact, they already have somebody on the ground, somebody that's know exactly what's going on in St. Martin, because it's far too long that when they get some friends they from Haiti, they send to any other country just to make money. It's not
Yes.
gonna happen here. So
Mm,
that UHC role in all this, because we have some dynamic young people in the UHC. We have we have Junini, we have
Chatelier.
Juni Chatelier.
Yeah.
We also have Odelaine. We have Fritz. We have
Elvina.
Elvina. We have
Geraldine.
Geraldine. She's on the live
Like
too.
Brooke.
Geraldine Brooke. That she's
yes.
on the live.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. She's a
My
part of
sister.
USC. That her sister. So
Okay.
we out there looking for more people like what the people we have now to start this movement. When I say movement, not a political party. No, people that care for our community.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what UHC is all about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
just
awesome.
wanted to add,
Mhm.
we thank you very much for your platform and then for your concern as well. And it shows really how intelligent of a person you are, because clearly you understood that a voice matter. Because at this point, we need to educate Black people in general in the Caribbean,
Mhm.
because everybody, they're not too involved in it's politics. But like I always say, it's not just politics. It's just about humanity. It's
Yes.
more than that. So you
Uh-huh,
have to
uh-huh.
be concerned,
It's beyond politics.
because if
Yes. Mhm.
Haiti offer itself like a sacrifice for Black people to be free, because that's what Haiti represent being the model. I gave this picture earlier. It wasn't just to be pessimistic, but it's for people to really understood the difficulties that Haitians are facing. But remember, Haiti is so resilient,
Mhm.
and it keep on demonstrating it.
Mhm.
And that's why right now in Haiti there is a movement of hope. that is Kapika. I have to talk about it because they're representing a lot. Because you could see the people. It's like they are awakening. They are identifying the enemies. I have to put it like this: the enemies of Haiti, and they want to fight for or better Haiti, to change the course of history. So with all that being said, and we were talking about the solutions are there. Like
Yes.
we know what the solutions are. And I could just start by saying it's for the international not to meddle in Haiti political business. That would be everything. And then like for them to stop working with corrupted politicians and to dissolve this private sector so they can create competition. And once there is security, there is stability, trust, believe me, Haiti will thrive because Haiti's strength is agriculture, and that's what the Haitian nation, that's what they are working towards. So it's not like I'm hopeless or pessimistic, but it's just that I really wanted again to really I really wanted to the listeners, because sometimes they don't know the history of Haiti. They're just looking at it like, oh, those Haitians, they're not this, they're not that. But if only they were in Haitian people place to understand what it is, they would be like, the injustice is just unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. And we need all the Black people, all the Caribbean people. We need to speak up, because once everybody starts to speak up, once everybody starts to be more and more concerned, we would get the attention that we need, and they would be faced with their own realities, and that also would make a difference. So having discussion like that, it's part of the change. It's part of the work.
Yeah, it gave us the platform to talk. And again, you're not a Haitian citizen.
Exactly.
And you give us the opportunity to and we say it's not supposed to be like 1.5 hour talk. So we can go the whole night. I don't even know what time it is. You know what I mean? So, when Odeline said exactly that, give us the opportunity for we have a voice to be heard. I have a question for you, by the way. Tell me, in Hollywood, they have movies about everything. Do you know one movie about the Haitian Revolution?
I don't know any movies from Hollywood about the Haitian Revolution.
I'm not
Sorry?
talking about. I'm talking strictly about Hollywood. So
Hollywood, no.
Okay. So,
No. Hollywood, no.
Correct. Yeah.
No.
So that's why the whole history has been hiding for too long, and that's why I'm such a proud Haitian, because I know my history, and I know you're so proud of us, and I'm so proud of you as a Black man. You don't identify yourself as a Saint Martin or a Rubian. No, you are a Black man, and you understand what Haiti have done, what 1804, what is represent to the world. Man, it is great. It's a great nation. We can rise above our situation now, and I believe we can, and I believe we will, if every citizen decide to do exactly what we're trying to do now. Look, it's with passion what we're doing, with love, bro. We want to get this. It was like what 2:30, setting up this, and for some reason you did it, and you said, you know what, Jackson, we're not gonna stop because it's going to be a great show. And there we go, from 2 o'clock, and you take perseverance, and you take time, and you take time. We was at our office, we run coming home, and my wife, she's there helping, say, oh, let's, and Odeline, she have a family, she's supposed to go to a birthday party.
My brother's birthday.
Yes. 6 o'clock. Yeah, 6 o'clock. She promised them she's gonna be there.
Yeah.
And
but it's important.
This is important. That's what I'm saying. That's the love that we have for what we're doing.
Yeah.
We have love for what you're doing, bro. And that's the reason you say, when we call you, we tell you we're gonna go home. We're gonna do. You tell, oh, go ahead, Jackson. We'll wait. You will wait. And thank you again. Yeah.
Yes. Listen, that really. That really means a lot,
Yes.
and of course, congratulations with your brother's birthday, And of course, I have to say thank you to your family also for giving us your time. You know, if your family members give you a hard time, tell them call Bakari. I'll talk to them. Ain't no problem. You know, I will be a lawyer for that moment. You know,
Good, good.
but you see the thing is, I listen to the radio enough. You know, local radio station enough, and
Yes.
I don't think that the question about Haiti was coming up enough. You understand?
Mhm.
It always confuses me when we talk about Black history and we only talk about Haiti's relevance at 1804.
Yes.
Yeah, when we want to romanticize, you know,
Mhm.
the Haitian Revolution and so forth. But the
Yeah.
descendants of those Africans that broke the back of colonialism and slavery is suffering
Mhm.
today,
Mhm.
and we act as if we can't see. We act as if it's normal, you
Yeah.
Yeah.
know. We act as if it's their problem,
Yeah.
you see. And really and truly, family, as somebody who believes in Marcus Garvey, as somebody who is a Pan-Africanist, you
Japanese.
know, we believe that the problems of our brothers and sisters, wherever they be, is our
Yeah.
Yes.
problems also. You
Yes.
understand what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
it's just to look for a way to support that effort. Okay,
Yeah.
whether it is raising awareness, whether it is investing time, assisting in however, you know,
Mhm.
just to add value to the lives of other people. You see, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
we take it very serious to the best of our ability. And hopefully, after this conversation, more persons will be inspired, you know, to go and
Yeah.
dig and find out what's going on. You
Mhm.
see,
Yeah.
I shared with you a documentary when we first met. It's
Yeah.
called 1804, the Haitian Revolution. I believe I sent the link. It's on YouTube. It's a
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
great documentary about the Haitian revolution, right? And I would
Mhm.
really encourage persons to go look at that particular documentary, share it
Yeah.
with your family, because that is getting knowledge, educating ourselves, as you said. That's the first revolution. The
Exactly.
revolution of the mind is the first step, you
Yeah.
know.
I remember for the Haitian Flag Day, we had planned to play that movie
I
on the Haitian.
remember. I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
remember. I
But we didn't
remember.
have so many
And
boycott.
let me
Yeah.
also say, I attended the Haitian Flag Day at the
Uh-huh.
Emilia Wilson Park, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I
man.
mean,
Yeah.
again, I was lost in translation, but I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
looking at the performances and everything, and I really had a good time. So I really
Mhm.
have to commend the United Haitian Council as well as the other partners who are involved for
Yeah.
Yeah.
organizing that great event. You know, I
Definitely.
really enjoyed it, and again, you know, I am hoping that persons would go and get that documentary. They will go
Mhm.
and get important books about the history of Haiti. You know,
Yeah.
one of my favorites is Black Jacobins by C.L.R. James, which does a very good job talking about what gave rise to the Haitian Revolution and how they were able to become victorious under those inhumane conditions.
Mhm.
You know, one
Mhm.
solution that I would like to put forward is as follows: Haiti's debt must be erased immediately. All
Definitely.
right. Those
Yeah.
debts
Yeah.
are
They
unfair.
owe Haiti.
Yeah.
Sorry?
They owe Haiti. It's the contrary. Haiti don't have no debts. They owe Haiti. Like
Mhm.
No, wait, no, wait, hold on. Because
yeah.
that's my second part.
Mhm.
Because according to a
No,
report, it
mhm.
says
Yeah.
because
We
Haiti's
borrow money.
debt,
Yeah.
Haiti's debt, right, is let's
Mhm.
say this much.
Yeah.
But the monies owed to Haiti is like this much.
Exactly.
Okay? So I'm there with you. I'm there
Yeah.
with you. You see, but you know, for the
Yours,
edit,
take yours, give me mine.
there you go. So a lot of us believe that the debts that were in somehow um given to Haiti, they has to be cancelled. it has to be canceled.
Of
Okay.
course.
Right now, there's a big discussion going on about debt cancellation in the International Monetary Fund, the World Bank, and so forth. They need to remember Haiti. Okay, because no dictator can take a debt on my behalf. You understand what I'm saying? None, because we know what they're going to use it for. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Secondly, those UN troops that created or introduced the cholera that were, yeah,
Over
uh,
200,000 deaths.
touching
Yeah.
those underage girls, they must be
Yes.
tried. They must
Mhm.
face it in court if they haven't. You understand what I'm saying? Because
Definitely.
those
Wow.
families, they need justice. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
understand? And I
Mhm.
totally agree with you saying that there needs to be elections, but it must be done under the guidance, with the input of the Haitian people. And
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
course, and this is
Mhm.
my political statement, I truly
Mhm.
believe that the unelected prime minister needs to go. I truly
Of
believe
course,
that.
you will go.
Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I would like to give you all a few minutes to give your closing remarks,
Mhm.
and then yeah, we'll adjourn this meeting. We're not gonna end it. We'll
Yes.
adjourn it until the
Yes.
next time. So your closing remarks, please.
Ladies first.
Okay. Again, thank you everyone who are listening. I just wanted to end by saying I hope tonight that you really understand the situation in Haiti and understand the concerns of Haitians and the diaspora and in Haiti, why they are against the Kenyan intervention. I mean intervention in Haiti, and as well we were looking at giving the solutions to this problem. So now we hear often they may talking about the Haitian fatigue. So from now on, you would have an idea. You would know. You'd be like, "Wow, this is what the Haitian people are really going through." Because the big channel like BBC, CNN, and all that, they would project exactly, bring the message,
Mhm.
just like the government wants to deliver it. But to find the real story, you have to go on the ground. You have to be like really searching for it, and
Mhm.
you could mostly hear it from natives. So all that to say, I totally agree with you when it comes to election. That's what is needed. We need a fair and free election without no intervention, and that is going to be the biggest thing. And I just wanted to say, because we are here tonight, and I know we have different people watching from different areas in the Caribbean. I know everybody find pride in their identity where they're from, but what I want Black people to understand, we all came from Africa. The boat only stopped in Jamaica, it stopped in Haiti, it stopped and wherever. But we all have the same mood. That's the reality of it. And when Black people understood, I mean, when we have that understanding, it would give power. And if all Black people stand together and we have like this one voice, whenever they do something to our brothers or sister, we speak up because clearly everybody's looking for the interest. And that's why me personally, I'm very involved with I'm just against injustice, period. Even against white people. I don't understand. But I sense most of the injustice is against Black people, let's be honest. So that's why we have to protect our own. And so that's all I wanted to share tonight. And don't say that you're not into politics. It's not politics. It's about humanity. And then if we have to speak whenever there's something that is wrong, if we don't speak about it, if we don't point it out, guess what's gonna happen? They will keep on doing it. But if everybody's speaking up, they would have to look and face the reality and actually come with a solution. Yeah, that's my take for tonight. Thank you for everyone for listening. Thank you very much.
Mhm.
Thanks to you.
Mhm.
All right. Thank you so much, Jackson.
Yes. As I said, or we said from the very beginning, we are not political expert. We simply share our own thought
Yeah.
about our country, about politics, because even though we say we're not doing politics, we're doing politics every day. It's a way of living.
Yeah.
You can run away from it. So UHC is not a political party. I need to say it. It's an association
That's
that's
so nice.
helping our community. We
Yeah.
want to make sure and clear on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I want to thank you for your time, for the invitation, of course, and thank you also to all the listeners and everywhere. We thank you for your time, and a big thank you going also to all the members of UHC
Yeah.
because this UHC come from a very long way, brother, a
Yeah.
very long way. It was a time when I was finding myself all by myself because people didn't believe in UHC, and my wife, Rich, they were always there for me. My sister, Rosalina, I have to tell her thank you, even though she's no longer a part of the association. And we want to go really, really, really far. And we want to thank all the listeners that I mentioned, the UHC members. And also, I have to share this that I met some great people, the same thought as you, that really love my country. And when I met those people, they really share some great information, have some great conversation, like Mr. Thompson from White
Wife.
World Building. Yes, sir. Dr. Rhoda Arendelle. I'm telling you,
Yes.
she has passion for my country, you know. And Miss Clara, from
Yes.
what? Yes, the head of
Clarice.
yes, from the
Yes.
I'm telling you, a strong woman and believe in the culture. And the last conversation we had, and she was supposed to do something, and she said, can you bring a Ben Jackson? I said, I'm working on it. She said, listen, I don't want no compa. I want the roots music, the Haitian.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So, as I said, in St. Martin, we as Haitian, again, they welcome us with open arms. Of course, you're gonna find some people, so prejudice or it's the mental, it's what to prepare them mentally. But we have some great people in this community that believe in Haitians and believe and respect us and also our 1804. And I hope one day when we're talking about Haitian, we're not gonna just refer about 1804 only.
Uh-huh.
It's what we've been done lately.
Yeah.
1804 is over 200 years.
Yeah.
We need to do something, not overshadow 1804, never, but something we can say, what about this date after 1804? We want this to happen.
Yeah.
And we need to close this. I don't want to go since because I'm telling you, I love it. But we would love to have another conversation another time.
Yeah.
Sure.
And if people want to contact UHC, it's 554-3202. You can call at any time. And my personal number is 526-8733. And go on the Facebook page, give us a like, share this conversation, spread it out. So that's my take for the night. And again, man, I can't thank you enough, brother. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And just note that anytime you want to have another conversation, feel free. Let's talk, let's plan something. Especially when it comes to these updates. Especially when it comes to these updates, it's very, very important. So you're always welcome. All right. I truly want to again thank you for making yourself available, for spending your Sunday evening with us. Because we know Sundays is very sacred amongst Caribbean people. So I really want to thank you. This conversation has inspired me to continue, doing my research, reading, trying to get a better understanding of the issues, trying to get a better understanding of what possible solutions might, be of service, with the hope of, again, ensuring that Haiti rises again, because it will rise again. It must rise again. That's just prophecy and history tied up together. When they say the first is going to be last and the last is going to be first, we know how that does work. So
Yes.
Not the other son.
Uh-huh.
It's always a
So-
circle.
okay. So I'm going to
Yeah.
end now, right? And
Mhm.
I'm going to close off with the prophetic words of the Honorable Peter Tosh, who reminds us that no matter where you come from, you are an African. Yeah. So in the meantime, have a pleasant evening.
You
And
too.
we're gonna
Brother.
talk soon, okay? We're gonna talk very, very
Definitely,
Yes.
soon.
man.
All
All
right,
right.
take
So
care.
as you mentioned, your mom was on the live watching you, man. I can say, your mom doing a great job. She
Yeah.
Give
raised you well,
thanks.
bro.
Give
Yeah.
thanks. Give thanks.
So,
Give thanks. I am sure she's gonna send me a message and she's gonna use that quote whenever I get out of line. Oh
All right,
boy.
man.
All right, take care.
Okay.
Take care, family.
You too, my brother. Thanks, man.
bye.
All
All
right,
right, bye-bye.
bye bye.